What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Retro Hoop Collectibles. I hope everybody's having a great day. Wanted to do this quick little video because I've been watching. So I want to do this quick video because it's a topic that kind of popped up in my head, and I had some opinions and some things to say about it. I don't consume a whole lot of hobby content on YouTube. Admittedly, I've talked about this in the past. Schedule full of things, and I just don't find myself with a lot of time to do so. And usually, the content that I consume mainly on YouTube is all car-related content. So I'm a big car guy. So there are a handful, however, of folks that I follow on YouTube, on my like my personal YouTube account where I'm subscribed and things like that. Where I will come across some of their content. And recently I saw two bits of content that kind of really drove home for me the main reasons why, or the main reason, number one, why I love SGC so much as a grading company. I will continue to support them. I've always supported them from the beginning. I will continue to support them. And I will continue to encourage other people to support them as well and to use them as a grading service. If solid grading, good quality grading, good accurate grading, good consistent grading, and a great looking slab is what you're looking for, I will continue to recommend SGC. But specifically, there's two videos that I watched this week. Number one was, and I'll link them both down below. One of them is Sports Card Investor, Jeff from Sports Card Investor, kind of did a grading battle. I don't know who the other guy was. Again, I'm not too familiar with their content and their channel, and the folks that are on the channel. I know Jeff is the main one, and then Teapot is the other guy that I enjoy listening to as well. They had a trip to SGC where they themselves graded some cards. And then they had somebody actually at SGC. It went through the SGC process as any other card would, and then they kind of saw how they measured up, right? Like them as collectors and not professional graders. What they saw in the card, they gave it an assessment, and then they gave it what they thought would be the grade, and then somebody actually from SGC graded them. And then what was important about that video, which I think it's a great thing to do as a collector. If you're somebody that's grading, that's kind of the trials and tribulations of understanding how to grade, right? Is knowing what to look for and what's a good card to send and what's not a good card to send if you're looking for something to grade at a high number or high grade. But after that happened, after that exercise happened, the conversations that were had between Jeff and the other guy, I apologize, I don't know his name, that Jeff had with the grader. If you listen to those conversations, the fact that SGC is willing to have their graders on such a large platform in our hobby, like Sports Card Investor, not only talking about grading and talking about what they look for and what they don't look for and why things graded a certain way, like they are literally putting themselves completely out there to everybody in the hobby. And I think, in my opinion, that is one of the most important things that all companies do, especially when it comes to something as subjective as grading. And I don't want, I want this video to be more about me praising SGC for doing that, because they did the exact same thing when they kind of opened the doors to Chasing Carboard, Ty from Chasing Carboard. By the way, if you guys aren't subscribed to that channel, I'm going to link it down in the bottom. Do me a favor, please, and go subscribe to Chasing Carboard. The type of content that Ty and his team are putting out it belongs on the Discovery Channel. It belongs on the History Channel. I mean, it is just such well-produced content. I highly recommend you guys check it out. Anyway, I'll link everything down below, but he did in one of his videos, or this most recent video, which I'll link below, they did a pit stop at SGC and were talking to Peter about, you know, SGC and kind of what's happening and the goings on. They went and reviewed some cards and stuff like that. The fact that they are willing to be out there in the hobby speaks volumes about the organization, the people that are there. That's one thing. But what really drove it home for me was the Sports Card Investor video, where they're actually out there talking about the grading process. At the end of the day, no matter where you go, PSA, BGS, SGC, CS, CSG, HGA, FGC, whoever you decide to grade with, the one thing that you are doing is you are paying for their opinion. You are paying for their stamp of approval on your collection, on your cards. And it's important that you understand to the nth degree how, why, and when they will grade things a certain way. And what you expect and what you hope is that there's some consistency there so that you can then do a better job of assessing your collection and deciding what to send in for grading. If you know, the grade is valuable to you. And I love that SGC is out there doing that. And I love that they're being extremely transparent. And I just wish that there was more of this type of content coming from the number one grading company. I can't argue with that, which is PSA. I really wish PSA would be more like SGC in the sense that they are completely transparent. I would like for some head graders at PSA to do that type of an exercise with somebody like a Jeff, where they would grade the cards and tell them why it got the grades that it did, because that would show that they're actually grading the cards and actually being objective and actually looking at the card and taking the time to look at it and decide, oh, this card is you know, it's got some edge, blah, blah, blah. Like, you are paying for a service that I believe you're just simply not getting from PSA and that you will always get from SGC. Market values aside, I just really feel like SGC is the best. And this type of content that they are putting out not only explains it, but shows why. Because they're willing to stand behind what they're doing, in a sense that they're willing to talk to you about it. They're not hiding behind anything. I'm not saying PSA is hiding, but they are willing to put themselves out there and say, hey, we would like to show you how we do what we do. We invite you to talk about it. And here's how we do what we do. Here's, you know, here's the steps. Here's, you know, here's why we did what we did. Here's why we gave it what we gave it. And that's worth so much to me. I don't know if it's worth that to you guys, but anyway, I'm glad I watched the video with Sports Card Investor with Jeff, and I'm also glad that I continue to watch Chasing Carboard. I just really hope that there's more to come of that kind of stuff, and I also wish that PSA and BGS and CSG and all the other grading companies do the similar type of thing, because ultimately it shows that you have nothing to hide and that you're willing to stand behind the grades that you're giving these cards. And ultimately, that's what we're paying for. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I really appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Please, please, please go down and check out Chasing Carboard. Just a great show. Just a great show. That's it. Appreciate you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. Let me know what you think about my little rant. And we'll talk to you guys on the next video. Love y'all. Peace.